Hey y'all, it's Chris from Frontsight. I'm currently on vacation out of state, and so I wanted to take a few minutes to show you this beautiful golf course I'm sitting on. And I wanted to talk for a minute about the incident that happened down at Fort Stewart, Georgia. So, being in the Guard, I've spent a lot of time at Fort Stewart, Georgia. Spent a lot of summers down there for a couple weeks at a time. Pretty hot place. Met a lot of good people down there though, and it's a great place to train, especially for artillery, which is what we do. But I'm going to talk for a second about what happened down there. It's an absolute tragedy. It's unfortunate that 5 soldiers had to get shot for us to start talking about security on military installations. And I want to take a minute to kind of talk about, since some people like to refer to the military as a social experiment, I wanted to kind of use that kind of against them and show how the military as a social experiment shows that we need more responsible people with firearms out there in the communities, keeping everybody safe. So if some people had their way, you would have the United States look very similar to a military installation. Let me explain what I mean. The only people that have guns on a military installation are the MPs, the police, right? So if you have nothing but MPs with firearms and you have nobody else able to actually defend themselves and their families out there on the installation or in the community for that matter, then you're going to have incidents where an individual who doesn't abide by the law or the rule show up with guns and start shooting people. And you'll have to wait the 5 to 10 minutes for a law enforcement response. Now, while law enforcement responds and they do a really good job doing their job, the problem is that's a lot of time to be waiting for someone else to come save you. Well, in my eyes, that is completely ridiculous. We should not have to wait for other people to come save us. We should be able to save ourselves. And that's one of the reasons why I believe the founders added the Second Amendment right after the first. So you, as a law-abiding citizen, could take the time to protect yourself as needed. So I know the Secretary of Defense and the President and everyone else around those areas is going to do everything they can to come up with a solution to this problem. Mr. Secretary, good luck. I wish you all the best. I hope you're very successful. What I would like to personally see is allow individuals to carry on installations, right? Whatever that looks like, just allow that to start happening. Because these targets, while you may think of a military installation as a hard target, a lot of times there are a lot of soft targets on that military installation, right? It may be difficult to get in sometimes to an installation, then again it may not be, right? But if you're able to get in there, you're able to do a lot of damage to a large crowd of people and nobody can stop it, right? But when people think the military, they think, oh man, you're military. You probably have a lot of training with firearms. Not necessarily true. But I think that if you are in the military and you're walking around to the PX or you're walking around a commissary or somewhere on post, maybe a golf course on the Air Force Base, right? You should be allowed to carry to protect yourselves, just in case there is someone out there that wants to come on there and do harm to people like you, right? So that's why I believe that the military should allow people to carry firearms on post. So I've always been taught to don't just come to me as a leader with a problem, come with some solutions to the problem. Well, unfortunately, with the way the military works, I don't necessarily know how they could handle or implement a program to where individuals can start carrying as if they're on duty, but carrying firearms on post to protect themselves and their families. So there's got to be some kind of program for the military to say, hey, you're trained, you're qualified, now you can carry. They do have a program like that right now. It's for the AGR program. It's called the SADUP program. And what they do is they allow those full-timers to qualify once a year and carry on duty while they are at the armories. So why can't we do the same thing on active duty military installations? If you have people that are certified or qualified and they train and they qualify maybe twice a year, 3 times a year, I don't care, make them go train and shoot 500 rounds before they get a chance to qualify. That's fine, that's even better. But I think there's got to be a program. There's got to be a way that we as soldiers and airmen and Marines can protect each other, right? Even from ourselves. So, Mr. Secretary, Mr. President, I wish you the best. I hope you can take a look at that and see what we can do to help keep our soldiers, our airmen, our Marines, and our sailors a little bit safer. Well, that's it for me. I'm gonna get back to what I was doing earlier, but I hope you guys are having a great week. I will be back home by the end of the week, and should be back online doing some stuff here in the next few days. But I wanted to give you a shout out and also talk real quick about what's going on down at Fort Stewart. So do me a favor, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, give me a comment down at the bottom. Share this with your friends if they might get something out of it. Leave me a comment, let me know what you might like to see. Subscribe to my channel if you could. I appreciate it very much, and we'll see you all on the next one. Welcome to the revolution. Welcome to Front Sight.